Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. I'm glad you're here. So, we haven't done one of these for a bit. So this is a little haul video from when my bestie was visiting. So I'm going to show some of the goodies we picked up. So we went to, it was actually an antique mall. And sometimes I like to get supplies from there, some old stuff, but also a few little like pieces that I kind of collect and kind of use sometimes too. So I'm just going to kind of show and kind of talk a little bit about what I might use them for. I'm hoping these will show up on camera. Maybe we'll play around with some of them a little bit at some point. So these are printing blocks, and these were like $5. This one, I don't remember how much this one, it wasn't very much. It was probably about $5 again too. So I picked a couple of them. So these are old printing blocks. This one, I'm trying to see if you can see it on the camera. It has a tea set. So it's probably used in an advertisement or something. So it has like a little, there's like a teapot and a little cream pitcher, plates and cups. So that's on there. We'll have to try and show that off at some point. This one is two little girls and they're holding a thing, and I know I could make out Mother Goose on here, so I'm not quite sure, but you can kind of see the girls, so that's fun. And then this one is vacuum products, and so it's another type of advertisement. Let's see, the perfect home freezing packages, vacuum products. Yeah, so it's kind of fun. Freezer, refrigerator use. So this one is probably a little bit later. These ones are earlier. I don't know date-wise when these would be from, but pretty cool. Fun little thing. I like to, if I see these for a little bit inexpensive, I'll grab them. But they can be really expensive. They can be really ornate. You can still use them. That's another thing. Then I grabbed these. I know it's probably a weird thing. I haven't even opened them yet. But they're old crayon packages, and I thought the boxes were really neat. So just kind of gotta think outside the box. Ridiculous. So Noah's Ark crayons, and that's the two sides there, so you can kind of see. I'm gonna open one up and see. They're non-toxic, guys, but I want to see what these crayons look like too. Oof, they look rough. They look rough. What colors? Look at that. Oldies. Very old. But the box is what I wanted to keep, because I plan on making an orange journal for myself. So I want to have a lot of orange things. Orange is my favorite color. So I thought these guys were really cute, really fun. I can get a couple different things out of them. Maybe make pockets, tuck spots, whatever. So I grabbed those. And then next, here's a book. This is a little art book, and I thought it was really neat. It was only a couple dollars, but I liked it because it has these fold outs. So these would be great to add in as like a tip in to a book, or like we've got some nice signatures and things like that to add, pages to add to our signatures. This is a stitched binding too, so I should be able to cut the stitches and then go ahead and use it full on like in other books. So that's nice. And I like art. I like to use artwork in some of my journals. Like, isn't she pretty? Flora. Very nice. And here, let's see. The Polish Rider. Okay, so these are some Rembrandt ones. So that was a fun book. Good little find. And then these are reproductions from 19th century posters. This was probably like $1 or $2. And so these are just little vintage reproductions of these fun little, isn't she pretty? Cute. So there was 4 of them in there. And then I think my bestie grabbed the other envelope of these. I don't remember that we saw. These were just tucked on a shelf in one of the booths inside the antique mall. This one I'm really happy about. This is a school dictionary. It's Norwegian English. So, and this is from I love this. This is all written on. So this was $5, I think. It might have been less. I'm not sure. So this is somebody's signature. 1944 was when they had this. And it was printed in 1943. And it's great. So it is exactly Norwegian and then the English meaning, which is super cool. Super duper cool. I love it. One of those fun kind of books that I don't necessarily come across very often. And I hadn't been planning on getting any books this time because I have enough books right now. But then you see something like that and what are you going to do? And then of course you see something like this and what are you going to do? So this is a butterflies book. And I couldn't resist it. The photography in here is amazing. But look at how pretty that is. Like that would be gorgeous in a journal, in a junk journal. Or you could even fussy cut out the butterflies. There's so many options that you could do. Make little journaling cards. Here's some other close-ups of butterflies, different kinds. Close-ups of like just their wing scaling. So cool. So yeah, I got this for a variety of reasons. Some junk journaling, some as reference material, and then of course mixed media. It is they're glued pages, I believe. So that makes it a little bit more difficult to use some of them, but you know, we figure it out. We figure out how to use things, but just gorgeous color too. So if you think about a page like this, folding it into like an envelope or something, you have these beautiful pieces of color that would show up on your pockets or whatever you're using in your journal. Little fold outs or pages, because even a page like this, you could turn it this way in a book and that's going to look really, really pretty. So if that's like the center of where your book is, so then you'd see this side. That's just really pretty. At least I think so. Or this too. So there you go. So this is a butterflies book I got. Okay, next things here. So my bestie and I, we came across a bunch of different things. So in part of it, we went in together on some things and then split up some items. So she had gotten this packet that had all of these gorgeous things in. And these are from Franklin Better Dairy Products. And so there's these large ones. There's a couple of these large ones. And you can see they have some sun damage and things like that. But these are bridge cards, like playing score sheets. So there's contract bridge, auction bridge, and 500. So there's a couple of different games, score sheets, and like information. And then these are other tally sheets as well. And so that is super fun. And they have, of course, a couple of different pictures on them. So these are really pretty, really fun. So that was one thing. So I got half that package. She had kept half that package. Then she ended up finding a recipe box that was full of old recipes and stuff. So she told me to go just grab some, and I have some, but I was like, I grabbed some of the fun little pieces of paper and whatnot out of there. So super fun little old things. I like little old scraps and stuff like that. So I will be using those probably in a shabby journal or something. But this is for salad, pineapple chunks, miniature marshmallows, cherries, maraschino, and commercial sour cream. And that's that recipe. And then of course there's notes on the back. Some other little fun notes here. All of these, I grabbed a couple of note cards as well. Recipe cards. Fatimans Bakels. Nice. Can't fail fudge. Nice. Bunch of different things and some old ones. And then I thought this was cool too. Lime flan. So that is a fun recipe right there. And then the back side. Okay, so those are really fun. Have a sip of coffee here. Having a tickle in my throat. Goodness. Okay, having a tickle in my throat there. Anyway, so there's that. And then we found this scrap album, and it was filled with all kinds of things. And so we also, she's like, take some pages and things like that. So I grabbed a few things. So these are old cards that have been put in here with their little envelopes. So also, fun little idea for that. And then they have been put in here. They say what they're from. And then what gift was given at the same time. So fun little cards. And a few other things too. I think that's an invitation. But the texture on that is really cool. Old vintage and antique cards. Yeah. Very neat stuff. So this is from, I'm trying to find a date on this specifically. It doesn't say. Oh, wait, here. 1948. So this is from 1948. That card was. So probably around the same time period for this stuff, I would imagine. This one I think is adorable. I love this little cute bunny over here. And the writing and everything. These old cards are super fun. Some more just pretty cards. Let's flip the other side here quick. Another one, another graduation card. Oh, $5. Whew, that was a lot. I love this one. This is why I picked this page, because I really liked this card, and she had a couple duplicates in there, so. But it's got this like shine, this shimmer on it too, which is really nice. And then some more little cards here. Nothing on that side. And then this pretty rose one down here. Love that. Some more of these. Okay. And then our last thing from this little haul, I feel like there was some more, but I might have put it away already because I've been trying to tidy up. I bought this book because I like it. I don't know if I will use it for specifically junk journaling. This just might be a keeper to go because I like dragons and stuff like that too. But it was a really fun book, and it was only $2, and I had never seen this one before. But here's why I think it's super cool. It's like letters. So there's like over here on this side, it looks like it is written on like parchment or something and then put in, and then it talks about stuff and talks about dragons. And I haven't really read them yet, but this is from Greenland, the 6th of April AD, 856. So Olaf the Grim, 33 Viking Way, Valhalla Meadow, Norway. It's so funny. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things. So they're writing to this Olaf person. And the other person is Bjorn the Great. He's the one writing the letters. So it's on a quest to find dragons or something. So it's super fun. And then there's other letters in here from other people and stuff like that. So back and forth talking about the dragons and stuff. So yeah, I'm probably just going to keep this one because it's super adorable. And I have some other really fun kind of books that are like this where they have like letters and things like that. And I really like those kind of books. So anyway, so that was my last bit of treasure that I scored. And I haven't even gotten to show it to my son yet. So we're going to have fun reading that together. So anyway, just a fun, quick little haul video, show you some stuff, the things that I look for sometimes. Really just depends on what you find, and price has got to be right and stuff like that too. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and share and subscribe, all that jazz. And don't forget, art with your heart. Have a great day. Bye.